So, this is an attempt to start a new series on my channel where I look at the mysteries of the Hollow Knight franchise that haven't been solved. So, all in all, nothing will ever come out of these other than asking more questions, so I've kind of made a pointless series, but oh well. So, to me, Steel Soul mode is like the Nuzlocke of Hollow Knight. The mode is undoubtedly harder, and to unlock it, you need to have beat the base game, so you go into Steel Soul mode with some knowledge of the bosses and map design. So you start a new Steel Soul file after beating the Radiance, you're feeling pretty hype, you're feeling pretty good, you've just beat the base game, time to go on a no death run. So you do your la-di-da thing in King's Path, come to Dirtmouth. It might cross your mind that Confessor Gigi won't be in Steel Soul mode because you can't die. So you realise that there won't be a shade to get back. To satisfy your curiosity, you waltz past the well that lets you into the Forgotten Crossroad and find Gigi's door. But maybe Team Cherry just didn't want to remove it, thinking nothing of it, you carry on with the game. A few hours later, you come back to Dirtmouth to buy some things from Sly, and you see that he has a simple key. You remember the door that needs a simple key to unlock, where Gigi used to live. You have some spare geo, you buy the key, and you head over to the door, open it, and you find this, and you think, what the hell is this thing? That is Steel Soul Jinn. She replaces Confessor Gigi for Steel Soul mode, as you can tell, and she works a little bit differently. Instead of giving her a rancid egg to get your shade back, you give her a rancid egg, and she gives you some geo. Pretty cool. However, Jinn has some interesting dialogue. The first line I have here is, it refuses to trade. It has a will, all its own, can refuse. Jinn will keep waiting until a gift comes. This means Jinn can see the night for what it truly is. Jinn is saying that the night isn't hollow. This is very interesting as not many bugs can read void beings, and something more intriguing is her dream nail dialogue. Does Jinn dream? What purpose is mine? To serve? Enough? This is kinda suspicious as Jinn is questioning her own morality, but this is nothing compared to the dialogue she speaks after the knight gets the void heart. This it, a rare it, has not seen many, so vulnerable but triumphant, makes Jinn feel a thing. Surprise? Jinn misjudged. The it is not inferior, perhaps different to Jinn, more complete, like masters. The it here is referring to the void heart, and Jinn says different to Jinn, meaning that Steel Soul Jinn is related to the void. This is crazy. And if there's one thing the Hollow Knight community loves to talk about, it's void. No! Get that out of there. None of that. So, you don't want to leave her? Crazy Diamond! Now, Jinn having masters that we can't find in Hollow Knight insinuates Jinn doesn't come from Hallownest. And to further back this up, watch this segment from the Silksong reveal trailer. Did you see it? No? Look again. Oi! Team Cherry, what the is this? This enemy is undeniably related to Jinn in some way, from the shape of the head to the similarities in design. Hear me out, and get ready to do some mental gymnastics. But Jinn doesn't attack the knight, correct? But the Jinn-like enemy attacks Hornet. Now, we know for almost certain that the knight and Jinn are both void, so maybe it's safe to assume that this enemy is void too. So why would it be attacking Hornet? Maybe because Hornet isn't void. But seriously, Hornet not being void could be a reason for the enemies attacking her. The motives of Jinn's masters are very mysterious, but I imagine they are similar to the Shade Lord, maybe. But in the end, these are mysteries, so I don't know. Another thing I should mention is Sharp. Now, because of his armor, people are quick to relate him to Jinn. Personally, this is an attack on his race. Just because of his fashion choices does not mean he should be associated with a possibly terrorist organisation. But in all seriousness, it does make sense to connect the two, and the lack of armor also makes sense, as an assassin needs to be quick and nimble. But because of the relation to Jinn, people are quick to relate him to the Void, and that does make sense. I agree with it, but I won't lie, calling him Void because his nose looks like a void tendril is a bit desperate. I don't see the resemblance. Now, I imagine some of these questions will be answered when Silksong comes out, and the rest will be answered when the Zote single player experience. Now we have come to the part of the video where I share my treasured opinion with all of you. I believe that Jinn, or more specifically Jinn's masters, will play an important part in Silksong. So, let's think about this. How many questions have I answered in this video? Well, how many have I raised it? Anyway, thank you for sticking around till the end. I really do appreciate it. And I learned how to move images around in Shotcut. Look at this little fly flying around on the screen right now. He's flying. I do believe I am the first Hollow Knight, I won't call myself Hollow Knight YouTuber, the first sort of YouTuber to cover this topic. That's cool, I guess. If you disagreed with anything in this video, remember, it's also made up BS. Bye.